Clear skies to start your Friday morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Eric Connert.
I'm Stella Escobedo. Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. It is Friday. And Netta, how is our weather shaping up?
It's going to be so nice, so I'm really glad to say this. And you know what? This week flew by. It's the Stella effect, I feel like. Yeah,
Aww.
Every day just like, woo, we're already at Friday. Here we go. Yeah, here's a look at those clear conditions. So that's pretty good news. That marine layer has been really thick and in charge of us the past few days, since Monday, I would say. We are going to feel a little bit cooler too as well. So we do have that early morning sunshine that you'll notice, but temperatures will not be rising as much for the coast, for inland areas. That's because there's this weak low, a cutoff low that's just to the west of us. And then it's still going to be hot in the deserts. I do apologize for that. That excessive heat warning is in effect through 9 p.m. tonight. And then by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, our temperatures will actually drop off to below average. So I'll get into those details here coming up.
Well, we are getting new information this morning about an El Cajon man accused of a standoff along the 15 in the North County.
It all started around 5:30 yesterday evening with a chase up in San Bernardino County. CHP says 47-year-old Ethan Yoffe, possibly armed with a gun, took off during a vehicle check. He led police south for several miles before coming to a stop near Fallbrook and refusing to come out of his car. Authorities finally took Yoffe into custody. This was at about 10:30 last night. Officers did not find any weapons in his car.
Well, today's the day that having the COVID vaccine could lead to a big cash prize. Governor Newsom is drawing the first group of winners in the new Vax for the Win giveaway. This is part of an effort to motivate more Californians to get the vaccine.
News 8's Evan Narani is joining us live along Harbor Island with a closer look. And Evan, when people hear how much money is being given away, I was like, wow.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible, right? Yeah, good morning to both of you. That's right. That's what many people are saying, is they're hoping that the amount of money that is being put forward by the state of California will be enough incentive to maybe give a little extra nudge to the people who haven't been vaccinated yet. 15 people will be selected today. A week from today, another 15 people. So that means 30 people total will receive $50,000 each. And that first drawing coming today at 10 a.m. So take a listen to what Nancy Maldonado told us from the Chicano Federation about why we're incentivizing people and how hopefully this will maybe make someone who's on the fence about getting the vaccine a little bit more likely to get it.
There were some people who were maybe on the fence for whatever reason that this has encouraged them to finally do it. And I think that was the idea behind this campaign, is for anyone that had some sort of reluctance or hesitancy, that this might be that additional nudge they needed to get vaccinated.
And many other states across the country have also announced similar lottery programs to incentivize more vaccinations, but no other state in the country is spending quite as much on it. $116 million in total the state of California will be spending on this Vax for the Win program. Today, 15 vaccinated winners will receive $50,000 each. Next Friday, another 15 will be picked, all leading up to June 15th. That's the date that the state will be reopening in its entirety. And on that day, on June 15th, 10 California residents who have been vaccinated will receive $1.5 million each. The state is also saying they'll be distributing $100 million worth of $50 prepaid or gross cards for people newly vaccinated. This is just within the next several weeks that they'll be doing that. And if you're looking to enter, you don't need to. They say everyone who has been vaccinated in the state of California should already be on their list. If you want to tune in, however, to see those first names picked, the first 15 picked, you can head over to the social media platforms of the governor. Governor Newsom will be doing that all today at 10 a.m. So you can follow on Twitter, on Facebook, or on YouTube to see those 15 names announced. He'll also be announcing which counties those 15 names are coming from. So we could hear at 10 a.m. today how many people from San Diego County, if any, will be selected in that lottery drawing. And then again, another 15 people selected 7 days from now, next Friday. I'll send things back to you, Stella and Eric.
So it could be one of us.
Yeah, this is one of those that we could actually win. Usually we're talking about giveaways and big wins and lotteries here, and you and I can't take part in it.
No,
so
but this is...
Find out if our name's drawn or yours at home if you're watching right now.
Random?
Yeah, could be a big winner. While California is set to lift most COVID restrictions come June 15th, you'll still have to wear a mask at work.
So we're going to break this down for you. Cal OSHA's Standards Board initially rejected a proposal to mandate masks in the workplace, but then they later adopted the regulations. More changes are likely coming. However, workers do not have to wear a mask if everyone in a room is fully vaccinated. The board is also, they also voted to create a 3-person subcommittee to talk about future changes. But from what I understand, too, some companies can't even ask you if you're vaccinated.
Right, so how would you even know if everyone in the room is vaccinated if the manager or the head person can't ask if you're vaccinated?
I think this just creates more confusion, too.
Yeah, I mean, we were told all along June 15th was the date, so interesting decision and a lot of reaction coming in from it right now.
Many parents are wondering if masks will be required for students at school this fall.
Also a topic a lot of parents have been discussing lately. Well, I guess it depends on guidance from California's Department of Public Health, and currently a mask requirement is still in place. One of the parents behind a lawsuit to reopen schools says she and others are prepared to do the same if CDPH doesn't change its guidance.
Sadly, June 15th, the summer camp and the school mask mandates are not set to be lifted. So that's why Let Them Breathe is sending a legal letter to CDPH, urging them to immediately revise the facial covering guidance for summer camps and for schools.
CDPH has said it will be making changes for the upcoming school year in the coming weeks, but it's not clear what that guidance will be and if it will be different for vaccinated or unvaccinated students.
5:07, time for your morning rush. Today is National Gun Violence Prevention Day, and local leaders are reaffirming their commitment to reduce gun violence here in San Diego. The Mayor Todd Gloria is expected to proclaim National Gun Violence Awareness Day for the city. California has had the most active shooter incidents over a 20-year period, according to an FBI report. The man accused of opening fire in a mass shooting inside a Poway synagogue is due back in court today. One woman was killed in the 2019 shooting and 3 others were injured, including the rabbi of the congregation. A status conference hearing is scheduled for this morning.
And the search continues for a missing mother of 3, Maya Miliete. It's been nearly 5 months since she disappeared. Chula Vista Police gave an update on the case this week. Investigators have received over 85 tips, they say, including possible sightings of Maya in California, Arizona, and New Mexico. This weekend, volunteers will continue their search effort at San Miguel Park. They will be there Saturday and Sunday starting at 7:30 in the morning. State lawmakers have voted against a controversial solar energy bill. Local Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez authored this bill. She previously told News 8 that she wrote the bill to level the playing field when it comes to energy. Critics said that the bill would have decimated the rooftop solar industry and there would be no financial incentive for people to go solar. And that is the Morning Rush.
Restaurants are hoping to make up much of the revenue lost over the past 14 months when our state reopens here in less than 2 weeks.
Governor Newsom launched a comeback plan to help support restaurants and bars as many of them struggle to turn a profit. Among those moves, the state will continue to allow restaurants to sell takeout alcohol when ordered with food. The governor also announced plans to expand outdoor dining through the end of the year. While this measure covers all of California, San Diego City Council passed a similar measure last month that will extend it into July of next year.
And with our great weather here in San Diego, it is completely a game changer because it really allows me to make up for the seats that I don't have inside.
Now, when it comes to those to-go cocktails, which have become so popular during the pandemic, there's currently state legislation being proposed that would take this extension to the end of the year and make it permanent.
I think there's a lot of confusion and concern with the to-go alcohol drinks, like when they're in your car and you're transferring them on the way home and you get pulled over for a speeding ticket and you've got booze in the front seat. I mean, that is not allowed, right?
Right, so they're going to have to clear that up.
They've got to clear up that and a few other things, but nonetheless, a lot of these restaurants and a lot of the patrons are enjoying the outside dining that we're looking at in the video here.
I am absolutely loving this, Netta. I hope they keep it that way. I mean, there's places in La Jolla, you know where I'm talking about, where they cut out, they close off the street.
Yeah, the street is blocked off. The parking spots, yes, of course, people may, have a little bit tougher time parking around those spots, but you can try to ride your bike to try to get to where you need to go. Kind of rethink how you want to get to these restaurants instead of, wishing for a parking spot. I'd rather sit outside and enjoy it. They have those great setups too. in so many spots. It's evolved over the past year where now I see pretty curtains, greenery, all kinds of decorations. I have to explain to Roya, no, those are not toys. Those are decorations. Please don't touch them when we sit outside. Downtown San Diego, they still have great spots too, of course. You know, Little Italy, certainly a great spot as well for outdoor dining. And when we have weather like this, I mean, really, it's perfect for exactly what we're doing. Here's a view for you of those clear skies. Finally, for a change, we don't have that layer of cloud coverage coming all the way to our mountains. So this is our first day this week that it's been so clear. 62 degrees to start off with in downtown San Diego. Wind speeds really calm. You're in the 40s right now in Ramona. It's a little chilly for you under those clear conditions. 54 in Alpine, 59 in El Cajon. And because we don't have the cloud coverage, typically in the early morning hours, we do get cooler, and that's what we're seeing right here. The deserts, you're spot on the same as what you were yesterday. I don't know if that's good or bad. If you like the heat, then yes, you'll like today again. So slightly cooler across some parts of our county, but the deserts, you're still not going to really get much of a break until Sunday and Monday. So 107 for you today. That's 9 degrees above normal. 82 in Ramona today. Low 70s for downtown. Carlsbad, low 70s. Same with Oceanside. Fallbrook, you'll be at 77. Some of our warmer spots, Ramona, low 80s. El Cajon, low 80s. Same with Alpine. So temperature-wise, you're above average still. But again, these are actually a little bit cooler than what we had yesterday. That excessive heat warning still in place because of the potential to reach 110 degrees across the east portions of our mountains. So something to keep in mind, but the cool down's coming. I'll get into those details coming up for you in just a little bit. Stella.